Send it to you. I got you. I sent it to you. So that's still. I'm gonna just say this to you, Moon Raven. We just don't know. Like I said, that's the house that he died in. But we also it could have been outside. That's one thing. There were rocks involved in the report. There were ants involved. So it just makes me think that maybe there was ants, or maybe it was outside. What's going on, Sibylla? Oh, you need to come up here. Oh, Sibylla, come up here. What's going on? I'm sorry. I don't always let people, just up in the box until they confirm what's up. But you can come up here. Come on up here. Will you guys share the live back out to him? I think he left. Yeah. No, you're fine. You can come back up. All right, someone's looking up the address and seeing what they can find. I'm gonna. Oh, good. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. So yeah, we have a lot of things that we just never knew. Things just like go in different directions and it's just wild. It's just crazy. There's a whole restructure within the company that manages that house and the church as well that they're connected with. That church just arrested somebody. Somebody just got arrested out of the church, or not out of the church. Somebody that was connected to the church. Sorry, I'm misspeaking. Refresh. I'm flustered. Okay, so Greater Hope Baptist Church is in connection with that house. Which house is it? We'll give you a visual. This house. This house. Okay? It's this house in Dallas, Georgia. When you see it and you're looking for like rehabs in Dallas, Georgia, and you find the address on Google Maps, that's not the right address. That's actually a brick building. So, this church that's in connection with the house. So this is what we've got led to. That this is where we found something that's actually real and interesting. All these people that own that, like those people that manage that house, they also manage many other homes, and they're all connected with this church. And so are these people, Cheryl and Greg Graham. Interesting. So the previous youth pastor, Jacob Ryan Barnett, was just arrested for what he did to a child. And so he was replaced just this month by someone named Brother Kyle. So now we found something. Now we found something. Now it's the church to look into. What's going on inside that church? And who are they connected to? And are they the ones who purchased this house in 2021? And then or are the people who purchase the house, are they doing everything through this nonprofit church? Because all of these rehabs they're running out of houses are for profit. They're all for profits. And this church is a nonprofit, and they're all connected to this church. And then children are getting harmed in this church. I want to know, how can we get to... That's not the right address. Whoever just sent me that, Anna, you just sent me something with the wrong address in the... I hope you got the right address, sweetheart. 20, that's not the right... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is it just zoom in? I don't think that's the house. Unless they just built the house, or they bulldozed it and rebuilt it. Cheryl Harden, Kevin Patrick Harden. That must be Caitlin Harden's husband. Caitlin Harden's the CEO. Her husband bought it. Okay. So her husband makes the purchase, even though she's the one running it. So what does Kevin Patrick Harden do? And why is he having his wife run it when he bought it? Kevin Patrick Harden. Interesting. Now we've gotten somewhere. We found out who bought the house. Wait a minute. So, can you show me like the sale dates on this on this property? Hold on, I have someone on TikTok sending me stuff too. All right, let's see. The last name? So, Harden. So, hey, so look at this. Look what she sent me. Look at what she sent me. Okay? This house. It doesn't say an address, but it gives you a name. And it's just funny. I told you, Cheryl Graham's name keeps coming up every freaking where. That was the grantor. The grantee was Harden Kevin Patrick. And Harden is the last name of Caitlin. And she's the CEO of the companies that overrun that house. So why did her husband buy it? What does he do? What is his connection to the church? Cool. That's cool beans. Come up here, Moon Raven. If you can. You can. You have followers. Come on up here. Good sleuthing. Christina. Oh, she just emailed me. Sugar should be coming up here. Hi, baby. What's up?
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. Are you Anna?
I am.
All right, baby. I got it, and I saw it. You saw the address instead of that a 9 that was a 0. Did you see that? Because what you sent me in the
My
subject.
phone was acting crazy while I was trying to send it.
So that's the right address.
But that's
though?
the correct one.
Okay. So, girl, what I'm noticing is when I'm looking at this aerial shot, it doesn't look like there's a house on that lot. You know what I'm talking about? If you look at the surrounding lots, like you can see, I guess, yeah, if that's it, if it's just a huge, plot, then maybe that's the house. I see a pool. I see what looks like a pool. I'm gonna show you guys. So does this look like to you? Does that look like that could be a house? Because I'm just looking at other structures around. Maybe that's a house. That's like a shed. I don't know. Is that a house? Because that looks like a pool to me. No, it's not. Because is that not a driveway? I don't. But it just doesn't look like that house. Because we have an aerial shot of that house. I have an aerial shot of that house, and it does not look like that. It's not shaped like that. So, however, what is very interesting about what you showed us, sweetheart, you didn't have to leave, but what is very interesting are the names on this sale. And it was sold for $0. Like it was like sold. There's a sale price for $0 in 5/17/2022. There's a sale, and it was sold like it was like given away. This house from Cheryl Graham Harris and gave it to Kevin Patrick Harden. That seems to me like he is connected to Caitlin Harden. Caitlin is the CEO of that house that he died in. I can't do it from my IP. It has to be someone else. You want the house? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So Moonraven, you have the address if you're still here. She is okay. Anna, you're still here, sweetheart. And let's see, you're coming back up. All right, cool. Look at my email. I saw you sent me something. Marital relationship. Yep, that's her husband. That's her husband. Her husband was given this house. So whoa! You have a for-profit and someone gives you a house. Huh.
Yeah, odd, huh?
Huh. That house was free. Huh. Look at this. I'm gonna show you guys. The house was motherfucking free. Look, listen. Kevin Patrick Harden, marital relationship to Caitlin Harden. That is her husband. Now, when you go, let's not show you all the stuff, but when you go back here and you look at this document here, whose name is on that? And what's the sale price? And what's the date? Because the public sale date that we have from Google is in 2021 for 518,000. That's the last known one. There's another one in 2022. So that grantor, Graham Cheryl, gave it to her husband, and she has a nonprofit. Girl, sugar, get your butt up in here, boo. So that house was free. They gave them the house. And you know what's funny? Do you notice what's not on the property? It just seems that this may not be the property, but however, even if this isn't the exact property, the names. Who's the CEO? Who's the CEO? Caitlin Harden. Guess who her husband is? Guess who? They have a for-profit. This Graham person gave him a house for free or property for free when it was 518,000, the same sale price as that house in 2021. You know the sale price? We saw it. It was sold in 2021. The last time we publicly saw it was sold in 2021. Here in 2022, look, you see it. You see the same thing I'm seeing, right? Screenshot that shit. But it's the same price. It would that property was sold for 518,000. What they do? Bulldoze the original house and rebuild a new one? I'm
Worse.
confused. Because we saw a remodeled old version of the house. Do you remember that? Yeah, it looks like it. They're all connected to this dark ass church where there's evil inside of it. Youth pastors touching children in this church. And then they just replaced the youth pastor that just got arrested for it last month. And now this month there's a new youth pastor, Brother Kyle. However, the one who did it, Jacob Ryan Barnett, look into him. Look up Jacob Ryan Barnett with 2 T's at the end. That was it's a church that this Cheryl and Greg Graham persons are related to. And Cheryl is so giving. She just gives away properties to people who already make lots of money with their for-profits through their rehab. So I'm just curious, why are all these people in bed together? And what about Joe? Why is this coming out through Joe?
The property is valued at $667,000.
I'm just real freaking confused here. And it's listed on Zillow for 700 and some thousand. That's the value. So how did it go from 518,000 to free? And it looks like in the same day, it looks like there's 2 sales in the same day. 518,000 on April 30th, and then it was given away on that same day on April 30th. How can that even happen? And to who? So whoever sent me this about all this information, can you go and show me the tab beneath it in 430? I want to see who purchased it in 4/30/2021. I need to see if this church is on here. Thank you. No Freemason, fake Mason people better to come take me now. Yo, I can never go back to work. I can never leave this house. I can't walk out that door. I have to do all my gym shit in here. I have to eat, but I have to go out on the balcony for sunlight. I can't go outside. I can't play with my life like this. I have to keep sharing this. I have to keep doing what I'm doing from here. But I can tell this is getting dark real quick, and I don't think these people want to be looked into. But at least I don't think it has anything to do with nothing that's crazy. I don't know. I don't think it would. I know people were thinking, oh, Israel, because Israel's tied to a lot of shit. However, it seems like this church, if this church is so connected, and maybe this church maybe didn't like what Joe was spreading, I have no idea. But it's a question. Right. Showing you that, hey, this isn't true. And they're like, no, you cannot fuck up what we're doing. Come over here. Come to our rehab. All these connected people. How did he find out this rehab? How did Daniel find, and whoever took him to this rehab, how did they find out about this rehab? That's another question I have for you, Karen.
Sorry, I was muted. Did you see that I found his babies? I found Joe's kids and his ex-wife and everything.
Yeah.
That made my heart like really sad because that
Are you looking
means
at an
his.
obituary?
No, I found
Okay.
that by looking
Okay.
into the property and how his LLC got started.
Okay.
So I checked to see how his LLC got started, and then I was like, "Who's Sarah?" She's the one that filed the information for him. And then I went down that rabbit hole, and then I copied and pasted it to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey guys.
Hi, honey. All right, I just got another one. Hold on, give me a second.
That was me. I reached a dead end with Google searches. Now we need to access county records. Which when I go to the county page, it's like it's hard to access any like that the record that she sent you with the parcel, the picture you were just
Yeah.
showing, that's the only thing I can get from the county page. I can't get much.
So they remodeled the house. When they bought the house, they remodeled it because that's what it used to look like. It used to look like it was gray.
That's the one
green.
that's the one that President CEO posted.
Yeah.
Remember?
He found that house, and I don't think he knew which house it was because they remodeled it, and we found it. Because that's the one he was showing, and we found the real house.
Yeah. But I was telling you, I could, like, I knew they were both the same house. I just couldn't, I have no proof besides my weird intuition.
All right, can you all go into President and CEO's inbox and just be like, Dylan said he believes you now. He believes you 1,000 million, 100,000 billion, 100%. Like, he believes you
He has to
beyond.
understand that we're going to be weary.
Yeah. Tell him I trust him now with everything. I believe him. I believe him. I found there is some dark shit that this place is connected to.
Don't mind me, I'm putting my chickens away.
There is some dark, evil, financial, kid problem crap with hurting kids at this church. We found it. We have proof. Okay? So, and there was no investigation. So, or not an investigation. It was not that there wasn't an investigation. There was no trial. So he just got arrested for it, and then this immediately accepted admitted guilt. There was no discovery. So we need to investigate this church. I'm sorry. You guys, you just have to understand you can transmute negative energy away just by being positive and being strong and just being strong-willed and just get things done. Do you understand? All this feat was pretty much impossible, especially if we were trying to reach it to the authorities.
Becky, we're all thinking the same thing. If he was on a psych hold, how'd he end up at a rehab? We haven't been able to explain that one either.
Thank you, Tiffany. You the best. You be spending money, honey. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Oh, thank you. We're just working here and it's not even for anything else. Like, to be honest with you guys, I've lost my job. I can't.
Oh my God, Tiffany, that's so right. I should try using DuckDuckGo.
There's just some things that in this world, when you realize that there's something beyond, you just have a different path. Not in that way that you're trying to be weird, but you're just like, you have to follow it. It's like there's a call there. You don't have to answer it, but you just, how could you not?
I'm going through all the comments to see if we missed anything.
Movie. This is literally going to be a movie one day. I feel like this is like crazy.
Oh.
People want to
Dylan, I don't know how you did it those days you didn't sleep.
Me either. I don't know. You were here for that?
I've been here since the beginning.
So you saw how crazy this has been and how much I've been trying to not really. I'm trying to let them do their job, but then when I'm like, the investigation's closed.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Into the church is connected to. Okay, so this one, Ashley
Go ahead.
said, check if the church is connected to orphanage, CPS, and foster systems. That is a good thing to look into.
I know there's a lot of things that deter us and throw us off, but we just have to look at everything. So far, we're looking into this church. We're looking at who bought this house. Cheryl and Greg Graham gave this house away to the CEO, the person who owns the house, Caitlin Harden. Her
Cheryl's
husband.
listed as the CEO of that church or something.
She's the CEO of the company, or she's the CEO of the company that owns that house that he died at. Well, but it shows here that her husband was given that house, and that company that she owns, that manages it, that owns it, is a for-profit. So why are they giving? That's not a non-profit. So why do they give them the house?
Yeah, that's weird. Also, I can't find an updated tax record either. The last tax record information I can find is from 2021. So except for Zillow's gonna do an estimated.
Look, this isn't no Dahmer shit, but like you know, there's been weird things like this. You just feel a crazy thing of energy. It's not miraculous. It's just we're uncovering something.
Thank you, Illuminati. This sounds weird to say though.
Thank you. Doesn't it?
Okay,
Doesn't it? It's like we're being led into the pits of hell, on purpose. When you see that name say that, so proud of you. You're on the right path. Like, what the hell?
So Cheryl Graham, she's the one who gifted that house to Kevin or whatever his name is, Harden, Mr. Harden. Okay, so
He's
Cheryl
literally in bed with the woman who owns the company that owns it now. So literally.
Okay, but follow me quick. So her and her husband own the LLC that used to be connected to that house. But Cheryl is also connected to the board of that church.
So Kevin Patrick and Caitlin
Okay, so Cheryl Graham
Harden own what? An LLC.
Nope, you messed it up. Hold on. Follow me. I'll go slow. You're fine. Okay, so the Graham couples, Greg and Cheryl, they had an LLC connected to that house. Then she gifted the house to Kevin, but Cheryl is also connected to the board of that church.
All right. Good to know. Interesting. That's how they're connected.
Yes.
You did it.
And then, hold on. Also, on the same street, there's another rehab that woman is connected to, the doctor, the CEO, the Harden wife. There's another halfway house on the same Memorial Drive street that she's connected to that one too. So when you said they own multiple facilities, they're all connected.
So let's show you what we have here. So we found out that this church was connected. We didn't know how. Now we know how. So Cheryl and Greg and Graham are on the board of this church, right? She's leadership, right? The lead pastor, Lee Ridings, has been there 12 to 14 years. The youth pastor that was there just got arrested.
But it was the exact opposite. He was the most.
Again, Cheryl, this woman, she's the one that gifted that house to this guy. She's the one who owns it now with the company. They have an LLC. Apparently, they just gifted it to him. He is married to her. She's the CEO. So she is on the board of this church. This church has a pastor, this guy, who just got arrested for hurting a child. And then he was replaced by this guy. Okay? So that's how it's connected. And so this house that Joe Fells died in, she owns it.
I got an idea. So
And
y'all,
they don't
I'm
want
on a
us looking into
Facebook
this
cleanse.
house. They don't want us looking into it. They keep telling us leave the house alone. Why the fuck? That's exactly where we're gonna look. That's where it happened.
I have an idea. I don't have Facebook because I'm on a Facebook cleanse, but if someone could look up the church's Facebook and see if any of those names are listed as friends or followers of that Facebook. Because if the
I think
Hardens,
they didn't want me to talk about this church because they all live in that state. I fucking don't. And so that's probably why they're just like, don't mention the house, knowing that I was gonna mention the fucking house.
yep.
Not in a way that was unnecessary. I didn't like share the address out to people who didn't, but we've gotten enough out to where we got enough back.
Yeah, sometimes all you need to do is post a photo and then
That's how Gabby Petito was found.
I mean, look at Candace Owens. She literally will post like full blown text messages like this was the conversation. That's how you get info. Sometimes you gotta kind of.
And the investigation wasn't over. And she did that during a whole crazy FBI investigation. So
They didn't shut her down.
couldn't. It's freedom of speech.
Yep, freedom of the press.
You can't get information from them, but you can do your own. Freedom of press.
Was there a toxicology report done on him?
Yeah, they're pending that result now.
Okay, Joshua, that's the answer to your question. They're pending the results.
That's why we don't wait for those answers. There's things to look in now. Like
Yeah.
this church, what's also going on in this church, they're restructuring their entire insides. So is Caitlin's company. She just re-promoted and reappointed new people to new positions. Like, Joe, this happened with our church and our company. This guy just passed in our care. Promotions across the board, across the whole network. What is with that? This guy in particular, we still need to find more about because he also got promoted. You don't get promoted unless you do a good job at doing something. So what'd you do?
My birth father, I sent you an email about this guy.
What did he do? I know. So what did he do to get a promotion? I want to know. All these people.
No, but he wanted to confirm that he could be a connection. So I'm going to tell him.
Who did he replace? Who did he replace? That's what I'm getting at. Just like that's how he found out the youth pastor, Brother Kyle, he just became this position this month. He just got his position this month. Who did he replace and why? So he was the alumni coordinator. Now he's promoted to some sort of director. Like program director. It's program director.
Hold on, I'll be back. I'm going to research something.
Okay.
So how's this guy the director of multiple different health facilities? He's listed as an active director of multiple
And what's
places.
he directing? There's also this medical director is a forensic psychiatrist that works on people who break the law, and he's like the overseeing person for all these facilities. And it's just it just seems like they brought him to a place that wasn't the type of treatment he needed in the first place. And so one of the big questions we have is he left his one facility. It was Ridgeview. He left his facility on the 30th. After, he was admitted on the 28th, discharged on the 30th. Someone picked him up and brought him to the house. We believe it's possibly his brother Daniel. And if it is, we want to know what made Daniel choose this house, or how did this house get chosen? And also, what were the conversations? Was it Joe's choice? Was he coerced? Was it he got discharged and you said you're not bringing him home unless he signs himself out and does one more program? We want to know these things. Just because he signed voluntary paperwork doesn't mean everything's voluntary. We have questions asked. Just because you sign paperwork doesn't mean you get to avoid questions.
So that guy Joshua, I think there's a relation to Miss Harden.
No, you're fine, Tanya. What'd you say?
I think there's a genetic link between Joshua Presley and Miss Harden. So note that in your mind, that there might be some type of family business going on between them two. And he came over from Alana. Alana Recovery in a voyage.
Yep. Inner Voyage.
Inner Voyage Recovery was another one he worked at. This is for Joshua.
There was something Hope. There's Hope something. Hope House or something like that. There's a lot of things like this church.
Hope Harbor Wellness. Hope Harbor Wellness.
And then there's Hope, the church. There's a lot of hope, and it seems like you lose all hope when you come to these people. Greater Hope Baptist Church, Hope Harbor, what? I'm sure there's another Hope in there. There's another business that just seemed like there was another Hope in there. Hope you get better, something. Like,
sorry, when I switch off the screen, you can't hear me.
We've had it. We know, and we've looked into who bought it, who gave it to who, on what day. There's hidden information that you're not going to find on the internet. That this house, it was sold in 2021 for $518,000 to who knows what, but Cheryl obtained it and she gave it away to Kevin Patrick Harden, who is married to the woman who now owns it. So, and she is the one who is owner of the company, and she is the one who owns the company that where Joe Fell died at this house. She owns it. So her husband, it was given to her husband. She's in charge of it. So Cheryl, this person, she's connected to this church where this guy just got arrested for exploitation of a child, and he just pled guilty right away, no discovery, prison for 20 years. So it was bad. Yeah, his name's Jacob Ryan Barnett. That was the youth pastor at Greater Hope Baptist Church that Cheryl is on the board of, who gave this house to Kevin, who is married to Caitlin, who owns the house that Joe passed away in. And there's so much more to it than that. That's just where we're at right now.
How did you find the name of this house to be Ridgeview? Because I'm just trying
That's not the house. That's the facility he was at that was transported to the house. He was discharged from Ridgeview on the 30th and taken to this house. What's going on?
No, just don't want you to hear my phone in the background.
Oh. She's finding more on this house. We're on such a witch hunt. It is crazy. Harmony Hill Baptist Church. It was sold. Sisson Chantel. Here's a name. This goes back to 2014. Okay? Jesus, this is crazy. Thank you, Lord, for giving us this work, but wow. When we said use us, Lord, we didn't know what you meant. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get a history. House purchase history. Let's write all this down. Okay, so 2014. So, and then church purchase history. Can anyone find out how long that church has been operating and how that Greater Hope Baptist Church in it's somewhere near Dallas, Georgia? Can you find out any, if you go on, it's called Regrid. If you get an app called Regrid and download it to your phone, it should show you any sale information about any property that you put into it. And I can't tie it to my IP address. I need someone else to look into them from a different state than I am. So, I need to find out the church purchase history. I think this is it. So, that's it.
2014.
It used to be a different church. That is what kind of church is that? For a lady that's giving out properties, this is the church. This is the rundown. This is that shack of a church. Like it's like tilted to the side and like everything.
Told you that. I said for a church to have homes to give, like to sell or anything, they sure are humble looking.
Did they?
But okay,
What is
hey,
this
you guys
picture?
know that people can leave their wills and everything to a trust. And people can leave their wills and their trust to a church. It can be their last will of rights to leave everything that they own to a church. So maybe
still
they
alive,
inherited
though.
it.
No, the people are still alive. I can't find an obituary for them.
Greater Hope Baptist Church right here. This GH right here. It's this. It's this. It's all this right here.
Yeah, it's very humble.
It's new now. It's new now. They rebuilt it.
And it opened in 2014. It was a 12-year thing that it's been open.
No, I get that who gave it to Kevin, gave it to him, but how did she get it? Did that church inherit it, or did she get it and owned it and then gave it to him?
I think she's the one that bought it for $500,000.
And then gave it away to Caitlin's husband. And then somehow she's in charge of it.
That's interesting.
When she has a for-profit, how do you do that in a nonprofit? Or how do you do that if you're not a nonprofit? How do you just give someone a house for a for-profit? Shouldn't they be able to pay for the house? It looks like somebody did something. They did it sloppily instead of
Not
doing
sure.
it the way they should have done it through the nonprofit and giving it to they did it the back end way and just hope that nobody would look into it. And that's why they're saying don't look at the house. I think that's code for look at the mother house.
In 2017, it became an incorporated church.
Right here.
I don't know what that means. I'm not that far in my studies of real estate.
All right, so let me get this purchase history. So that was the church. I can tell. So that house was built in 1980, or the house that they're in that he died at was built in 1988. Okay. We have a build date. It has 9 bedrooms. No, sorry, 9 rooms, 4 bedrooms. Huh? What? Okay, and I knew there was multiple beds in each room, but okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but okay.
Check your email. I sent you information on the church.
9 rooms, 4 bedrooms. 3 full bath, 1 half. All right. It was 2-story prefabricated with a fireplace. All right. Its valuation now is 660. I'm sorry. I'll get back to that. That doesn't matter. Okay, so thank you so much, Anna. Okay, so we have oh my gosh, what is all these things? There's so many things you guys sent me, and it's all oh my gosh. Okay, I got it all. Okay, so huh. Okay, this is weird. So can you tell me why this sugar? Can you tell me why this would be this? Why is there 3 different sections for the house sell dates? There's 2 for April 30th, and then over a year later on May 17th in 2022, there's another one, but it's all the same information except for the deed and the reason. Look at the reason. Look at the reason.
I don't like this.
That doesn't make sense.
Instrument? What's instrument? LWD, CD, and SA?
I was just talking, and you guys didn't know I was talking. I'm so sorry you were muted. My daughter was asking me a question about some homework, and I muted you guys. I actually don't know, but I know that if I can screenshot it and run it through ChatGPT, it might be able to explain to me why.
Yes, please do that.
I'm on my way. How's it going?
I think I'm already on it.
You
You
guys
do
are
it.
the
You talk
best.
better.
Yay, thank you.
Faithfully, thank you. I was talking, saying that I was gonna get it going, but I was like, "Oh, I'm muted. No one knows I'm talking."
You should do it though, because you explain things better.
Ugh, I don't know about that, but I.
Did you eat sugar? Don't forget, you guys, we're working, so you need to take your breaks. Say goodbye. Yep. Nope. Totally understand. Take your breaks. I appreciate you guys for all your help.
Okay, I emailed it to you what I found.
Perfect. It says the strongest historical source I found is a 2026 interview with Pastor Lee Ridings, where he says he planted Greater Hope Baptist Church about 12 years earlier. That puts the church's beginning at approximately 2014. There are also independent records that gave us additional dates. So in March 15, 2017, after it started, Greater Hope Baptist Church Inc. was formally incorporated as Georgia Domestic Nonprofit. So this church, we're going to start 2014-ish. Per Pastor Lee, this church began. Okay. We have 2017. There's a lot more. Georgia Domestic Nonprofit. This is just giving us more and more. The Georgia Secretary of State record lists Lee Ridings as CEO. Cheryl Graham is secretary. There's a lead pastor is the CEO. Secretary is that Graham lady. Cheryl Graham. And Philip Brown is CFO. We don't know nothing about him. We don't really know much about the pastor either. But if there is things going on at that because of that church or because of someone in that church, I'm just very curious. March 19th, nonprofit records. In March 2019, nonprofit record lists Greater Hope Baptist Church at that address is a Protestant charitable organization. Oh my God. The next question I pursue, this is what AI told you, is exactly when Greater Hope stopped using that. They used to use that house as an address.
I knew you'd be excited for what I found. Happy birthday.
Shut the fuck up. You crazy bitch. Why didn't you say anything? Oh my God. Okay, well, thank you for leading me up to the suspense.
I'm all
So
sitting here
that
doing
church
homework
used to
with
be
my
that
kid.
house.
I'm like, he'll see it soon.
That church used to be that house.
Yep. Interesting, ain't it?
So we need to find out when it swapped. That should be your next question to ask to your AI and say, the next question I pursue is when exactly Greater Hope stopped using that address and moved it to that address. We need that now. We need that timeline. We need president and CEO, and we just need to know, boy, did you know this? Or did you just send us on a wild goose chase? We did good. Good sleuthing, guys. Good sleuthing. So it's all coming connected. That place used to be a church. Now it's a rehab. And it's still connected by the same people. Okay. and they're just all giving each other. They're just all in bed with each other. Jesus, the nonprofits and the for-profits, y'all know that ain't good. No, they're Airbnb. What? Nobody said anything about an Airbnb. The house that Joe Fells died in used to be a church that is now the rehab center. That church goes somewhere else. That church just had a youth pastor that just got arrested for a child, hurt a child. That lady that is on the board of that church, she gave the husband of the wife who owns the house or is in charge of the house now. She gave, anyway. There's a very shady transaction between them. And we're looking into that now. Jesus, the tangled web we weave. The tangled web we weave. And they said, don't look at the house. That house. Thank you. No, you're fine, but just thank you.
I'm back. It actually doesn't give any information except it says when the deed transferred in 2021, but it doesn't say it was ever a church or used as a church. But it does say that that deed was transferred over in 2021, as we saw. But yeah.
So you just took my screenshot in there and just that one alone,
Yes, sir.
and you didn't add anything else from the other house.
Nope.
What the fuck? Jesus, this is crazy. Oh my gosh. These people need to be investigated. But we have to find like an actual crime that hasn't been, because they already threw the guy under the bus and he freaking got arrested and he for hurt the child. Now he's gone. So now we just need to see who else is doing what.
What church does the coroner investigator go to?
It's something ain't right here. There's so many things that just ain't right here. I can't even. It's just so much in front of your face, like. But so Joshua Presley, who is this guy that got the promotion? And how does he know Caitlin Harden? How do they know each other? Are they connected on any paperwork? Joshua, I'm gonna just type that in.
Oh, excuse me and my yawning.
No, you're fine. Damn, that's bullshit. It says there is no public record, legal filing, or corporate registry that connects Kevin Patrick Harden, Caitlin Harden, and Joshua Presley through any church, ministry, or for-profit organization in the state of Georgia.
Priceless moments. I did not see your comment. I'm so sorry. I have my laptop open too, and like I said, I'm doing my own digging, and then randomly Dylan gets emails from me. So I'm sorry I don't look at the comments. What's going on? Priceless moments.
No, you guys are looking up stuff, so let me read.
Yeah, I'm reading your comments now. I'm paying attention. Or if you want to request to come on the live, Dylan can approve you if he likes.
So a $0 deed commonly represents a non-sale transfer, a correction, inheritance-related transfer, transfer between related parties, or another deed recording that doesn't represent a purchase price. The fact that the same grantor and guarantee appear in both $0 entries suggests there may have been additional paperwork changing, correcting, or documenting ownership. So it was sold for $518,000, but okay, so it was sold, but it looks like there's some things that possibly would have changed.
Could that be a grandmother to that guy or something? Maybe there's a relation that we haven't put together or connected yet.
How can we find about Graham? Sorry, it's Cheryl Harris Graham, which means Harris must have been her old last name. Cheryl Cheryll Harris Graham, as in graham cracker, Graham. And then that's the person who apparently. So that we need to see the connection between her and how does she know Kevin Patrick Harden, Harden. I think I misspelled it in my searches. Caitlin Harden and Joshua Presley are directly connected as business colleagues and executive leaders in the mental health and addiction recovery industry in Georgia. They do not operate a church, but they lead a network of licensed for-profit healthcare and wellness facilities based in Northwest Georgia. Their professional connection. So the lady, listen, Graham, that lady, so she's in charge. So she sold the house, right? She sold the house where that church is currently, where that used to be the church, to these people that from a nonprofit to a for-profit, and I'm still so there's a connection to a sale.
Priceless moments. We already kind of did that. We know that's what we're connecting right now is who's been connected to the home and how it's landed where it is now.
Yeah, so we found out they got it from this church, and the church itself is shady. The lady.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's better to ask and, get my attention so I can make sure that I already went over that than anything else. Because what I'm trying to do for Dylan is I'm buffering information and I'm doing the checking on it and then I'm emailing it to him. So it stops a lot of unnecessary communication that doesn't have to be multiple. So that's that's kind of what I'm helping with and what I have been helping with today.
Sorry. What I have that's connecting the two, that there's a similarity between the church. So of course that the church that sold the house, like, cool. There's still nothing that shows us that they're directly involved. Of course, we're on the hunch that there's something with this church. However, the one thing that shows me that there's something similar here is the shift in power here, and both the church and this company at the same time in August, at the same time. One has a person die, one hurts a child.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So there's similarities.
Excuse me. And then all the all the promotions going on. Like, damn.
I mean, damn, is this how y'all do y'all's employees every August? Because are y'all hiring? These are my job.
That's great. Oh man.
Who's your alumni coordinator?
That I did check into his religious backgrounds and some of his family. That I think Joshua guy, and I couldn't find anything that he's ever posted or shared. It said that it was not public knowledge. So I did try to check into affiliations for him, but other than him working with that one girl and like getting her promoted and shit, that I didn't find anything else. He wasn't like a proud Mormon or Baptist or anything. And then I found out that his last name was Scandinavian. I just didn't tell you because it wasn't prudent.
Right, I get you. That's the next thing. We have to find out these people's backgrounds. We haven't even got to that part.
Yeah, I only did Josh's because of his promotion that happened when we were checking into everything. I was like, that is so odd. How does someone go from this to getting this promotion right after this happened at a facility that he's alumni for? And so I looked into his background a little bit heavier than anyone else so far, and that's what I found.
We have done really good.
100% sugar. I try to help. I mean, I try to keep the noise out. I think, I do pretty good with grabbing things and finding out and then getting it to him. And then I review things before I send it over to him. I made one mistake today, but I caught it really fast.
People trying to come up. I'm sorry, you guys. I wasn't paying attention to the people who were trying to come up. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So much. The papers just keep filling up. I need to tape these up onto a poster board now. I can scan them in my copier. And so I can have, instead of it front and back, I could just get one side, put it all on poster board, draw what I have from here so I can see everything in my face.
You need one of those dry erase boards And then you can like put like little directions to everything. But I
That's
don't
what
know
I've
how
been
people
doing.
really
That
keep
is
up
what
with
I've
those for so
literally.
long.
That's what these like circles and
Oh,
lines
saw it. Yep.
and everything, like lines, arrows. Listen, no, trust me. I still am waiting to learn more about Joshua Presley. I've got the whole arrow and circling box and what we've got. Like, there's method.
That's
There's
legit.
motions, okay?
Anyone that has like Facebook or Instagram, if anyone wants to grab those names that we've shared and want to go check out their personal information and see if they're connected in any way, we won't stop you. We would love for you to share that with us.
Here is the no, that's not her. Here's the owner. Let me move so we can get her name. I'm trying to move this out the way so you can see. I also don't want her exposing that on this type of live. We have that.
So if anybody has Facebook, Instagram, and wants to check her out and see who she's connected to, that'd be great. And then he's going to share some more.
So there's this doctor, Joshua Yeager. We haven't found out much about this doctor. We've just been. It would be really nice to see what about him. Let's find out more about Joshua Yeager. He was the medical director of this company that Kristen owns, or Caitlin owns. Sorry. I feel like we're all at a round table in the FBI's office. Okay, so this woman is also someone who is an administrative, like she's a chief compliance officer, so she's like right up in hand with Caitlin. And we don't know shit about Alyssa. We haven't even looked into Alyssa. There's like something that has like blocked us from even looking at this girl. So,
Josh is a PA. He's a physician's assistant, a practical physician. So he's family. He's a PA. He's family.
we have Andrew Wydota. He's also up in the administration, up with Caitlin. Her husband, Caitlin's husband, Kevin Patrick Harden. He is the one who was who apparently purchased the house through a woman who is related to this church that just got involved in some really messy crap. So we're looking to find more connections there. So there is this woman, the director of operations. She might not know as much or be as connected, but the people who are running it, those people right here, and this guy as well, we haven't looked into him either. He's also a director, executive clinical director. And so far, we'll just start there and not confuse you. There's a lot more to look into. That's.
Saba University.
Doctor. Look into her. Look into her. Look into her. Look into this woman, and see if there's any connection with her and this guy. I feel like these people are in cahoots with something. I don't know. I just feel it. I just want to go with my gut here. Sometimes you have to trust your intuition, and I just wanted to say that. I just thought I'd put that out there to the universe just to see if there's no stone left unturned.
Joshua Yeager, he has admitting privileges at Northside Hospital, and he's just a family physician. That's his specialty, and he graduated from Saba University, which is, it says, a Caribbean school.
If Lily or anybody in here is interested, can you get me information? Shoot, I just lost it on the name. There's so many names here. So yeah, it's not just that it's a lot of people in the house. These people administer the house. We need to find out. That's who it is. We need to find out who the facility director that actually saw Joe at 7:30 a.m. and then didn't even realize he was passed away. We need to talk to them. We need to find, not talk to him, but we need to find out about him. And so it showed again. So May 17th on that house, I remember seeing information that we didn't write down, that I didn't write down. May 17th on that house. Here it is. Okay, May 17th, 2022. Info change. What was the info change on the deed? Can we find the deed? Is deed public information? Thank you for the follow, Levon. Great. Love you. My IG is no longer loading the page after a search. There's a lot of shit going on. Cheryl's last name was Graham, like graham cracker. Cheryl Harris Graham. I think she might have been married multiple times, or that was just her maiden name. I don't know, but there's just a lot to look in here. Okay, thank you, Holly.
I sent you some emails on Dr. Yeager.
Thank you. So why is this okay? How does this guy go from treating diseases like heart disease, diabetes, skin conditions, and then anxiety. So he entered a private practice focusing on preventative health and chronic disease management in people of all ages. Chronic disease is not anxiety. So with special interest in diagnosing and treatment of heart disease, diabetes, skin conditions, and anxiety. So that's weird. So how do you treat anxiety? What's your approach? He takes pride in tailoring care plans specifically designed for each individual patient. All right, I got something from someone else. So she applied for a special permit for a drug abuse and treatment education program on approximately 5 acres on an address that's on Woodrow K. Road. Now it's in January of 2021, but that's not the address. Yeah, it says she requested a permit for that one, but not that current address. So what are they running here? Now the memorial. Okay, so this is where the evidence gets more interesting. Oh my god, you're leading me. You already seen it, and I'm just waiting to find the fucking Easter egg again.
If you look at the emails I sent you one and I sent you another one. It looks like he went from one specialty to another.
This is someone else I forgot. Okay, then let me read it out loud. So now the memorial property. Graham Grading Inc. list. I'm sending this to you. Why am I not sending this to you? What the fuck? Sorry. I can't.
Okay.
We're cursing. Okay. You need to read this. This is good information.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. Jesus. Whatever AI they're using is pulling in some good intel. The company was established in 1998, and BBB identifies William Graham. William Graham is president. William Graham, that's the president. That's how the church and this bitch is connected. William Graham must be the freaking husband of who? Cheryl.
Yep.
Interesting. So we need to verify that. Who is William Graham? He's the president. Oh, and Cheryl Graham is vice president. How interesting. Wow. So they control the house. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, whoa. I didn't even finish. Hold on.
Still reading.
I'm still reading too. I'm reading the freaking thing. No, that was in 1988. So William Graham. Now we have the husband. What are they a freaking? So what's Graham Grading Inc? Yay! More trails. We're not at a dead end, you guys. I need a new piece of paper. Shoot. Oh no, I got the back of this one. Okay. All right. So. Okay. WM. Graham, as in Graham Cracker, GRAHAM, Grading Inc. It's the company that him and his wife are president and vice president of. Oh, you guys are just You husband and wife just love to work together. It just must be so amazing to just do everything together in life, huh? All right, so grading ink. So we have William Graham. I'm sure WM is probably stands for William. William Graham. President, El Presidente, and Vice Presidente, Cheryl. Oh, why does it spell your name with one L, sweetheart, when your name
What
is
the
spelled?
fudge?
Why
At
is
the
your name?
bottom of this, of what you sent me, it said Hope Harbor currently lists Caitlin as owner CEO and Joshua Presley as operations manager. Joshua Presley and Caitlin Harden are both independently listed as experimental professional practitioners in Ackworth, Georgia. They are homies. Extra homies. They're experimental professional practitioners.
I
What the
love
heck
you,
is an
friend.
experimental professional practitioner?
It's that's the next. That's a experimental practitioner? Question mark.
But it says it right down there where it says Caitlin's treatment business timeline, that what you sent me over from
So
the other person.
why would she even be specializing in treatment when she's the CEO? Aren't you supposed to be running this shit and having ever? That just confusing me. Okay. Jesus.
Anyways, continue reading. You'll see it.
Oh, not even that. I'm finding something else.
Okay.
Ow, let me crack my freaking neck. Oh, that felt good. Okay. Um, here is the part that concerns me about the current theory. We have to separate these people are connected from these people are connected to Joe's death. Yeah, no, these people are connected. I didn't think it was connected to Joe's death. I searched specifically for. Yeah, no, you're not gonna find. You're just yeah, no, that doesn't rule out that these people aren't connected to Joe. Joe is doing things that was contesting religion, and these people are connected to a church. So that's where we're just looking. It's not that we're saying. So the person who's sending me this, we have to separate the people who are connected and the people who are connected to Joseph. We understand that, and that's why I've separated it, haven't we not? Like we're definitely going down this church because this church all ties into this house. This church sold that house, got a new house. So when I'm just so what pictures we have pictures circulate. So that little trashy trailer of a freaking whatever church that was what property was that actually on? Because I just want to make sure we're not getting stuff confused because it is showing me a lot of things where we didn't even realize okay how this church was in such a connection. Yeah, that's why I asked. And why was he there? And who brought him there? Because if he's from Augusta, why was he there? That's another question. So we need to ask David again. It all circles back to David, brother. Did you or did you not take him? I'm so glad that people are really taking this investigation seriously and seeing that there's a lot. And I understand that there's a lot. But he was murdered. We're not looking for the conclusion that we're not looking for to support his murder. We're looking into the question of why everybody got promoted. This person's you're restructuring these conversations and trying to change how we think. We're asking why they're doing all these promotions in this company when somebody just had loss of life, when they're supposed to have no violations, and this happens, and then the month after you're celebrating all this like nothing ever happened. In a sense, you know, maybe not celebrating, but they're doing something, they're restructuring or something. It's just not right. And while the investigation is not going on, this is what they're doing. Someone is trying to tell me, and I think that I see our best route now. You think. I get that. And we all have thoughts, you know. We need to build a 4-column timeline. Property, people, facilities. So this is what this thing is saying. Can you tell me if you agree with this? I just have so much in my head right now.
Hold on real quick. Sorry. I was cutting my nails. What am I? Sorry, I saw your hand.
I can't even show because it's like it has an address in it. So it says property for the address of the house. What we need to focus on, we need to build a 4-column timeline for the Graham ownership business. I've already done that. I've done that. Got the 21 Patrick Harding, got the correction deed. So we don't have the correction deed. We don't know about
Holistic. Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Personal
so
HR.
location. That's another thing. Caitlin, it doesn't show any that she has a license for that address. It doesn't show that Caitlin has a license for that address. She has a treatment permit for 2189. Sorry, never mind. She has a permit on somewhere else.
Who did you find on Facebook? Personal HR, Jen?
These are the facilities. So facilities. Sorry, what'd you ask?
I was asking someone in the comments that said that they found someone on Facebook, but I haven't connected who they found.
So if you found anything, can you send it to my email? If you've been helping us find anything and you have anything to send it to her TikTok. Like send it to her messages on TikTok and she can send it to my email real fast. Thank you, you guys. Okay, so memorial address, Mount Tabor location.
Oh, Alyssa. I think it is Alyssa. It was Alyssa. Okay. Thank you. For our Facebook warriors, thank you.
Yes. I sent you this what I'm looking at, right?
Not yet, but
I think I did.
wait, is it the one I'm looking at still as well that I picked out the
Look
information
at the bottom
from?
where it says, and I think I see our best route now. And
Okay.
don't just be careful, but be careful about how things try to tell you how to think. But also go ahead and make sure that because it still gives good information.
I still see.
There's something it told me to steer away from, and I'm like, no, we still look here. We don't ever say don't look here, and we get that like people would be concerned about if we're staying true to the investigation. Absolutely, this is all connected in. We have to leave no stone unturned, and I get that we just have to look into everything because this might give us answers for everything. Damn, this shit is crazy. So I tell the president needs to answer me one thing: who the hell gave him the freaking ride? I don't think he's someone that I don't think he can tell me. I'm reading a message. Thank you. Oh, Brandy, I got you, boo. I just saw your message. We have all that, honey. Not everything. We need the complaints. We need like 911 calls, but that we can't get access to. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay, can you please do that? Pain to purpose. Can you please do that? Here, I'm gonna have you come up here.
Hey, hold on. Let me go out here where it's quiet.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. I have dealt with my own government cover-ups, and it's really, really, really deep. But you can FOIA the any of the stuff that they're not releasing, like I had to do. Like I got the CAD logs. I asked for the body cam footage. Like you have to put in a request to hold it, or they will delete it. And then with any agency that was involved, you can pull those records with public disclosures. And I've even had to do lawsuits on the clerks that were holding out information on me to get all the paperwork released. So yeah, if you want to message me, I can absolutely help you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So definitely keep me in mind. Also, real quick, I thought it was strange the other day.
I can't see your message that you sent me right now. I see your message. I'm responding, but I can't see it on my computer. I can see it when I get off.
Okay. But I was wondering, like, back on his page, back in, like, oh God, 2023, they stayed out in some far-out campground, and there was supposedly a rock that was left that said, "I will kill again." And I just find that odd. Like, it's something called a killer series. Like, it's almost just in our face.
Tanya, thank you so much, sweetheart. You're so amazing. And thank you just for being here. Don't waste all your money, sweetheart. Your husband's gonna get mad at you. But Payne, so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, finish. I know we're having a serious conversation. I'm so sorry.
No, but did you see on his page, like if you go up in the series on hit Joe's page, like it was like a series of kill or something series where there was a rock left that said I will kill again, and like her smile and shit just looked so sinister.
Who is this?
On Joe Felt's page.
Was it his girlfriend?
Yes. And they were staying out in the woods and called the police, and it was a big thing, and it was a rock that was left that says I will kill again, and it was just very odd.
Okay.
You're the best with doing this. I hadn't been up to date with everything you have going on, but I was also wondering if that was the wife that he was divorcing and selling all his property for, because he owns.
Was it Alex? It was Alex that was carrying the rock?
Yeah, they said it was left outside their whatever when they woke up.
Was it quotes? Was it quotes on the thing that said that said this, or did she say it?
No, it was quotes on the rock that says I will kill again. Like, and they were out in the middle of nowhere.
It was written on the rock?
Yes. If you go to his page and like, you know how he's got like the series, like I went back to old videos, and it says it was the same girl that was in the video that has been with him recently, and on the rock it had carved in I will kill again. And that was just kind of odd. I was like, what in the world?
A note. And then also, let's see, what did I need to add in? During a fight?
No, it was just like somebody supposedly left it outside their van or whatever while they were sleeping, and like she made a big deal about it, called the police and had them come, and you can hear the 911 call, and it was just odd. Like it.
So maybe she was saying that in defense of herself, saying if someone's trying to mess with us, let me post a video on the internet saying I'll do it again, and maybe it had been in defense.
This was in 2023, though. Like, it was almost like a pre-warning right in our face, which was weird. If you watch the videos, you'll see what I'm saying. Like, I just gotta. It was on a rock. It was written.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah, I will do that. I will get off here now, and I'm gonna send it to you now. But thank you for doing everything you're doing.
Absolutely. Right. All right, who else wants to come up? Sugar, come on up, baby.
I'm back. I had to take a call.
No, you're fine, friend.
Okay.
You're fine. She left it up and did not delete it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I read your comment, but I just didn't read it out loud. I saw it.
Huh. I wonder why they did that. I'm sending you an email right now of what I was working on when I was on the phone. I sent you an email.
Okay.
So, once you get through reading that, when you go to the bottom of it, from my understanding, the reason why it was transferred from the church to become a rehab to those individuals is because the church is legally shielding them. I don't really understand that lingo though, but you'll read it and see what I'm talking about. Oh, okay.
What is it?
What I just sent you, that email I just sent you that kind of does all the connection, when you go all the way down and you start reading everything, it says the church provides a legal shield for the rehab.
A legal shield for the rehab currently?
It doesn't say currently. It said when the transfer of the property was going on, it was providing a legal shield, which I don't really understand what that means. But because I have never transferred a church from business to all this BS that they've done. Um, but I sent you that information I found.
What I need to find out, I don't have, Caitlin doesn't seem to have a property or a permit on file for that kind of property that he died on.
Interesting.
Yeah, she has a permit. She filed for 2121 for the one on Woodrow K Road. It's Woodrow as in WOODROW. And then the K like KAY Road. Woodrow K Road.
Why can't rehabs be sued? Pain to pain purpose? I want to know. I've never been in a rehab. I haven't even been in jail, but I've been a pretty good pretty good girl. I haven't gotten
regulations and policies for.
Yeah, what like I was thinking like maybe the family's being quiet about this because they're going to file like a civil lawsuit against everybody, but
That's not true because they were able to sue, people with celebrities are able to sue the programs that they were in when they were younger.
That's what I would think. The evil in this world, y'all. I have never, growing up and being almost 50, I never thought I would see so much of it. But in my lifetime.
I got a bunch of shit now. That just came in. Greater Hope Church.
How my boy. Is that my puppy?
It doesn't say who they bought it from, that property. And that smells good. That smells like Taco Bell. It makes me want to get that virus.
Cheryl's like 80 something years. No, Cheryl's 77 years old. Cheryl Graham. I don't know how old her husband is because his information, when I looked up some stuff real quick, it was quick. But that Cheryl lady is quite elderly.
And she made a lot of money off that sale. Like, it just seems like, okay, so Caitlin filed for this permit on Woodrow K Road, but we can't find the permit. Let me see. Is there a permit? Damn, I did into the wrong thing. Sorry, I'll shit, I forgot I was on mute. So we need to find out. I need a permit. I need a permit for this. This address. East Memorial Drive, Dallas, Georgia.
Yeah, I have it up already.
East
So
Memorial Drive, Dallas. Okay, look for a permit. Can you find a permit for any kind of mental health through Caitlin? Through Caitlin Harden, did she file one there? Because she filed one at a different address in that year. And what's that house on 21? You know what? Woodrow? Okay, yeah. No.
no, but I got more information. There's always more.
Yeah, we have enough. There's so much. So, and this has to do with his facility. This is the where he died. So, what's up? What you have? This has nothing to do with no church.
It's sent. It said it just went through.
So, in 2017, Greater Hope Baptist Church listed. Okay, in 2017, it listed. Okay, 2017. I need another timeline. 2017, Greater Hope Baptist Church listed that Memorial Drive location as its principal office. When did the sale go through? 2021. Okay, so Lee Writing, Cheryl Graham, Philip Brown were all listed there. All nonprofits records show Greater Hope Baptist Church in March 2019. So, oh my gosh. Okay.
They played a clever shell game used to establish the rehab network that they have now.
What happened?
It literally says, because it reveals a clever shell game used to establish the rehab network. This is this was a corporate launch pad, like it says what I just sent you.
A corporate legal launch pad. That house was a corporate legal
When
launch
all
pad.
this started for them, they weren't playing checkers, they were playing chess, and they were having meetings far beyond this, knowing exactly what they were doing to do what they did with this.
So it's illegal. That whole operation is illegal. We can now have them investigated. No, it's a corporate legal launch pad. There is no zoning permit for a rehab facility at that address, and that's what's there. There's no zoning permit for that. How the permit trick worked? Hold on, maybe there's not. The address covered 296 was a corporate headquarters for Greater Hope Baptist Church because it was a church office that did not need a specialized medical or drug treatment zoning permit. It was the corporate headquarters, and it's not the corporate headquarters anymore. That church is somewhere else. In January 2021, Caitlin Harden used the church's corporate backing to apply the special use permit. The actual physical home was transferred to. This is where the cash flowing rehab facilities like Hope are. Boom. All right, show President and CEO this live and get him in here. President and CEO, tag him and share out this live like crazy. Huge update. Thank you so much, Sugar.
By keeping the corporate office at blank Memorial and putting the drug abuse treatment and education program permit out of Woodrow K. Road, the network kept the high traffic rehab business hidden from the main town center. They used the church's legal status at Memorial Drive to shield the multi-million-dollar insurance billing rehab business operations elsewhere. Mic drop. Oh, come on, Sway. You're a fat. Come
I will
on.
make a TikTok. I will make a TikTok video and I will be right back.
Okay.
Bye bye.